Yo, listen up. This ain't your typical self-help talk. This is for the ones who grind in silence, who've been through the fire and came out colder than ice. This is for the street smart, the warriors who know life ain't fair, but still keep pushing. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Think about it. Life's a battlefield. Every day, there's a new challenge, a new obstacle, a new test of your resolve. But here's the secret. The real fight isn't out there. It's in here, in your mind. That's where Stoicism comes in. Don't let the word fool you. It's not some ancient, outdated philosophy. Nah, it's the blueprint for surviving this chaotic world without losing yourself. Stoicism? Sounds fancy, right? But let me break it down real simple. It's about controlling your emotions, focusing on what you can change, and letting your actions speak louder than your words. It's about being quiet, but deadly. It's about understanding that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. And that, my friend, is where your power lies. Here's the thing. Life don't care about your feelings. It's gonna hit you again and again. Loss, failure, betrayal, it's all part of the game. But what separates the real from the fake is how you take those hits. You gonna crumble? Or you gonna stand tall, silent, sharp, ready to move? Stoicism teaches you to embrace the pain, to use it as fuel, to turn your scars into strength. So let's get into it. 8 principles to help you push forward in silence. No applause, no recognition, just you, your mind, and your grind. These aren't just theories, they're tools, weapons for the battles you face every day. Whether you're hustling in the streets, grinding in the office, or just trying to keep your head above water, these principles will keep you grounded, focused, and unstoppable. Let's go. The first principle, silence keeps you focused. Look, the streets are loud. Everybody's got something to say, some drama to spread. It's a never-ending noise of distractions, opinions, and chaos. But real strength, it's in the quiet. When you're silent, you hear more, you see more, you focus. It's in that stillness that you find clarity, that you sharpen your vision and cut through the nonsense. Think about it. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most powerful. True power comes from observation, from understanding the game without letting the game know you're playing. You don't need to announce your moves to the world. Let them wonder. Let them underestimate you. Because while they're talking, you're working. While they're gossiping, you're grinding. Silence is your shield, your secret weapon. Use it. Transitioning to the next point, remember this. Silence isn't just about staying quiet, it's about staying focused. It's about conserving your energy for what truly matters. When you eliminate the noise, you create space for growth, for strategy, for action. And that's where the second principle comes in. No need for recognition. Listen, the world's obsessed with likes, shares, and clout. It's all about who's watching, who's cheering, who's giving you that temporary high of validation. But real growth? It happens in the shadows, away from the spotlight where no one's looking. You don't need a pat on the back to know you're doing the right thing. True success isn't measured by applause, it's measured by the quiet moments of discipline, the invisible hours of hard work, and the internal satisfaction of knowing you're on the right path. Your progress is yours. It's private, it's sacred. Don't cheapen it by seeking validation from people who don't understand your journey. Let your work speak for itself. Because when you don't need recognition, you can't be broken by rejection. You become untouchable, unfazed by the opinions of others. You're not dependent on their approval. And that's where true freedom lies. And here's the thing. When you stop worrying about who's watching, you start focusing on what really matters. Your growth, your goals, your grind. That's how you level up. That's how you build something real, something lasting. Now, moving forward, this leads us to the third principle. Progress is private. Don't show off. Don't brag. Let your results do the talking. Because see, when you're loud, people expect. And when people expect, they watch. And when they watch, they judge. Every move you make becomes a performance, and every stumble becomes a spectacle. But that's not where greatness is built. True progress happens away from the noise, in the quiet spaces where you're free to focus, fail, and grow without the pressure of outside eyes. But when you're quiet, you move in peace. You grow in silence. There's no unnecessary pressure, no distractions, no expectations weighing you down. It's just you, your grind, and your vision. And one day, when they least expect it, you'll be so far ahead, they won't even see you coming. That's the beauty of working in the shadows. You get to surprise the world when you're ready, not when they're ready for you. Keep your progress to yourself. Let it build, let it grow. Think of it like a seed. It doesn't sprout overnight. It takes time, patience, and the right conditions. And when it's time, let it shock the world. Let your success be undeniable, and unexpected. Now, as we move forward, this brings us to the fourth principle. No complaints, just action. Life's hard. We all know that. It's unpredictable, unfair, and often brutal. But complaining, that's weakness, that's giving up. It's saying, I can't handle this, instead of saying, I'll find a way. And here's the truth. Complaining won't change your situation. It won't solve your problems or make your challenges disappear. All it does is drain your energy and keep you stuck in the same place. You want something? Go get it. No one's gonna hand it to you. No one's gonna feel sorry for you. You gotta fight for it. Every single day. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping for someone to save you. It's about taking ownership of your life and making things happen, no matter how hard it gets. Action is the only thing that creates change. Not words, not excuses, not wishful thinking. So stop whining, stop blaming, start moving, because action, that's the language of the strong. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. When you take action, you take control. And when you take control, you take your life back. Now, as we transition to the next principle, this mindset of action leads us to the fifth rule. Control what you can. The world's chaotic. It's messy, unpredictable, and often out of your hands. You can't control everything, what people say, what happens to you, or how the world spins. But you know what you can control? Your mind, your actions, your attitude. That's your power. That's your foundation. Focus on that, and you'll never feel powerless no matter how crazy things get. Because here's the truth. Trying to control the uncontrollable, that's a one-way ticket to frustration. It's like trying to stop the rain with your hands. It's pointless, exhausting, and only leaves you soaked. But when you shift your focus to what you can control, you regain your strength. You start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You become the calm in the chaos. Control what's yours. Let the rest fall where it may. Your thoughts, your decisions, your effort, those are your tools. Use them wisely. And as for the rest, let it go. That's how you stay steady in the storm. That's how you keep moving forward, even when the world feels like it's spinning out of control. Now, as we move to the sixth principle, this mindset of control leads us to something even deeper. No comparison, just growth. Stop looking at what others are doing. Their journey ain't yours. Their success ain't theirs to define you. We live in a world where everyone's quick to show off their highlights, new cars, big wins, perfect lives. But what you don't see are the struggles, the sacrifices, the failures behind the scenes. Comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel? That's a losing game. Focus on your own path. Focus on your own growth. Because see, when you compare, you lose. You lose your focus, your drive, and your peace. And worst of all, you lose yourself. You start chasing someone else's dreams, living someone else's life, and forgetting what you truly want. But here's the thing, your journey is unique. Your struggles, your wins, your progress, they're all part of your story. And that story deserves to be written on your terms. Grow at your own pace. Become your own standard. Success isn't about keeping up with anyone else, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. Maybe you're moving slower than others, or maybe you're moving faster. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're moving, learning, and improving. And one day, you'll look back and see how far you've come. You'll see the lessons in the struggles, the strength in the grind, and the beauty in your own journey. Now, as we move to the seventh principle, this mindset of self-focus leads us to something even more powerful. Master, don't show emotions. Listen, emotions are powerful. They can drive you, push you, and fuel you. But showing them, that's a weakness. Because when you let your emotions spill out, you give people power over you. They see your fears, your anger, your vulnerabilities, and they use it against you. It's like handing them the keys to your mind, and that's a dangerous game. Master your emotions. Don't let them control you. Stay calm. Stay composed. Stay in control. It's not about pretending you don't feel. It's about understanding your feelings without letting them dictate your actions. When you're calm, you think clearly. When you're composed, you make better decisions. And when you're in control, you become untouchable. Because when you master your emotions, you master yourself. You become the captain of your own ship, steering through life's storms with purpose and precision. And when you master yourself, you master the game. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop being a pawn and start being a player. Now, as we transition to the final principle, this mastery of self leads us to the ultimate truth. Let results talk. At the end of the day, it's not about what you say. It's not about what you promise or how loud you shout. It's about what you do. Words can inspire, sure, but they can also deceive. What matters is the proof, the evidence of your effort, your skill, and your dedication. Let your results speak for you. Let your work define you. Because see, words are cheap. Anyone can talk a big game, but not everyone can back it up. Results, though, they're undeniable. They're the final say, the ultimate truth. When you let your work do the talking, no one can question your worth. No one can doubt your grind. So grind in silence. Don't waste time announcing your plans or defending your actions. Let your focus be so sharp that it cuts through the noise. Let your dedication be so consistent that it becomes your reputation. And when it's time, when the work is done and the results are ready, let them roar. Let your success echo louder than any words ever could. Reflecting on these 8 principles, from silence and focus to control and mastery, they all lead back to one truth. Greatness is built in the shadows, away from the noise and distractions. It's a journey of discipline, resilience, and self-belief. So take these lessons, apply them to your grind, and keep moving forward. Because in the end, it's not about the applause or the spotlight. It's about the legacy you build, the impact you make, and the person you become along the way. So let your results talk, let your work inspire, and let your story be one of quiet strength and undeniable success. Remember, this is just the beginning. Stoicism ain't a quick fix. It's not some magic trick or overnight solution. It's a mindset, a way of life. It's about rewiring how you see the world, how you handle challenges, and how you define success. Reflect on these principles, let them sink in. Apply them to your grind, your struggles, your victories. Let them guide you when the world feels chaotic, when the pressure feels overwhelming, and when the noise tries to drown you out. And when you're ready, when you've mastered the silence, controlled the controllable, and built something real from the ground up, that's when you go out there and show the world what silent strength looks like. Not with words, but with actions. Not with bravado, but with results. This is your reminder. The loudest victories come from the quietest battles. Keep grinding, keep growing, and when it's time, let your work speak louder than anything else. Because the world will always notice the ones who let their results do the talking.